What if I told you that just a handful of countries shape the faith, culture and future of over 1.3 billion Catholics worldwide? From political powerhouses to spiritual heartlands, these nations don't just follow Catholicism, they define it. But which countries truly hold the most influence in 2026? Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll discover how faith, history, and global power come together to shape the Catholic world like never before.
Number 10. Argentina.
Argentina stands as one of the most culturally significant Catholic nations in the modern world. With over 70% of its population identifying as Catholic, religion plays a strong role in everyday life, traditions, and national identity. The country's influence skyrocketed globally when it became the birthplace of Pope Francis, the first pope from Latin America. This single moment reshaped the global perception of Catholic leadership and highlighted the growing importance of the Global South. Argentina's Catholic traditions are deeply rooted in Spanish colonial history, with grand cathedrals and religious festivals shaping its cultural landscape. Buenos Aires, the capital, is filled with historic churches that reflect centuries of faith and devotion. Beyond religion, Argentina's voice in global politics and culture amplifies its influence in Catholic discussions worldwide. Its blend of European heritage and Latin American identity gives it a unique position within the Church. The nation continues to play a vital role in shaping modern Catholic values, especially on social and economic issues. As Catholicism evolves, Argentina remains a bridge between tradition and progressive dialogue. That's why it earns its place among the most influential Catholic nations. Number 9. Poland. Poland is often considered one of the most devout Catholic countries in Europe, with around 90% of its population identifying as Catholic. Faith is not just a belief here, it's a cornerstone of national identity and resilience. During times of war and communist rule, the Catholic Church became a symbol of resistance and unity for the Polish people. The legacy of Pope John Paul II, one of the most influential religious figures in modern history, continues to shape Poland's spiritual and political identity. Churches across the country remain active, and religious participation is significantly higher than in most of Western Europe. Catholic values strongly influence Polish laws, education, and social norms. The country also plays a key role in European Catholic debates, often representing more traditional viewpoints. Pilgrimage sites like Częstochowa attract millions of believers every year. Poland's unwavering commitment to Catholicism makes it a powerful voice within the Church. Even as Europe becomes more secular, Poland stands firm in its faith. This deep-rooted devotion ensures its continued influence in the global Catholic community.
Number 8. France.
France holds a unique and complex position in the Catholic world. Historically known as the eldest daughter of the Church, France played a major role in shaping Catholic theology, philosophy, and institutions. Although modern France is more secular today, its Catholic heritage still influences culture, architecture, and global religious thought. Magnificent cathedrals like Notre Dame symbolize centuries of devotion and artistic excellence. France has also produced influential theologians, philosophers, and saints who shaped Catholic doctrine. Despite declining church attendance, millions still identify culturally with Catholicism. The country's global influence extends beyond religion into politics, education, and diplomacy, making its voice important in Catholic discussions. France also plays a key role in humanitarian efforts led by Catholic organizations worldwide. Its historical role in shaping European Christianity cannot be overstated. Even today, French intellectual traditions continue to influence Catholic debates on modern issues. France represents the intersection of tradition and secularism in the Catholic world. That balance gives it a unique kind of influence that goes far beyond numbers. Number 7. Colombia. Colombia is one of Latin America's strongest Catholic nations, with around 75% of its population identifying as Catholic. Religion is deeply woven into the country's culture, festivals, and daily life. Catholic traditions influence everything from national holidays to family values and social structures. The Church has also played a crucial role in peace-building efforts, especially during Colombia's long internal conflicts. Religious leaders have often acted as mediators, promoting reconciliation and unity. Colombia's vibrant religious festivals attract global attention and reflect deep spiritual devotion. The country's Catholic institutions are active in education, healthcare, and social services. Its growing population adds to its influence within the global Church. Colombia also represents the expanding role of Latin America in shaping Catholicism's future. The blend of faith and social activism makes it particularly impactful. As the Catholic Church focuses more on social justice, Colombia's example becomes even more relevant. This combination of faith and influence secures its spot on this list.
Number 6. Spain.
Spain is one of the historical pillars of global Catholicism, with a legacy that spans centuries. During the Age of Exploration, Spain played a key role in spreading Catholicism across the Americas and beyond. Today, while the country has become more secular, its Catholic roots remain deeply embedded in culture and tradition. Religious festivals like Semana Santa are world-famous and attract millions of visitors. Spain's architectural heritage, including grand cathedrals and monasteries, reflects its powerful Catholic past. The country was once a central force in defending and expanding the faith globally. Even today, many Spanish traditions are closely tied to Catholic beliefs. Spain continues to influence Catholic culture through art, music, and literature. Its historical role ensures that it remains an important voice in church affairs. Despite modern changes, Catholicism still shapes Spanish identity in subtle but significant ways. Spain's global historical impact secures its place among the most influential Catholic nations.
Number 5. Philippines.
The Philippines is the largest Catholic nation in Asia and one of the most devout in the world, with nearly 80% of its population identifying as Catholic. Faith is a central part of Filipino life, influencing culture, politics, and daily routines. Massive religious events, such as the Black Nazarene Procession, draw millions of participants every year. The Philippines also sends missionaries around the world, contributing significantly to the global church. Catholicism here is vibrant, emotional, and deeply rooted in community life. The country plays an increasingly important role in shaping the future of Catholicism in Asia. Its large population gives it significant influence within the global church. Filipino Catholics are known for their strong devotion and active participation in religious practices. The nation also contributes to church leadership and global discussions on faith. As Catholicism grows in Asia, the Philippines stands at the center of this expansion. Its energy and commitment make it one of the most influential Catholic nations today. The future of Catholicism in Asia will likely be shaped by this dynamic country. Number 4. Italy. Italy is the spiritual and administrative heart of the Catholic Church. It is home to Vatican City, the headquarters of Catholicism and the residence of the Pope. This alone makes Italy one of the most influential Catholic nations in the world. The country has a deeply rooted Catholic tradition, with over 80% of its population historically identifying as Catholic. Rome, the capital, is filled with historic churches, religious institutions, and centuries-old traditions. Italy has produced numerous popes, saints, and theologians who shaped the church's direction. Catholicism influences Italian culture, art, and daily life in profound ways. The country also hosts major religious events that attract millions of pilgrims. Italy's central role in church governance gives it unmatched influence. Decisions made here often impact Catholics worldwide. Its combination of history, culture, and authority makes it a cornerstone of global Catholicism. Italy is not just influential, it is essential to the identity of the Church itself. Number 3. United States. The United States may not be a Catholic majority country, but its influence is undeniable. With over 60 million Catholics, it has one of the largest Catholic populations in the world. The country's global political and economic power amplifies its role within the Catholic Church. American Catholic institutions are leaders in education, healthcare, and humanitarian work. The U.S. also plays a major role in funding and supporting global Catholic initiatives. Its diverse Catholic population brings together traditions from around the world. This diversity shapes modern discussions on faith, culture, and social issues. American Catholics are highly active in political and social debates, influencing church perspectives. The country also produces influential theologians, scholars, and leaders. Media and technology further amplify its global reach. The United States acts as a bridge between tradition and modernity in Catholicism. Its global influence ensures it remains a key player in the Church's future. Number 2. Mexico. Mexico is one of the most iconic Catholic nations in the world, with over 100 million Catholics. Faith is deeply embedded in Mexican culture, traditions, and national identity. The devotion to Our Lady of Guadalupe is one of the strongest Marian traditions globally. Religious festivals and pilgrimages attract millions of participants every year. Catholicism influences family life, education, and social values across the country. Mexico's large population gives it significant weight within the global church. Its proximity to the United States also enhances its influence in North America. The country has a rich history of religious art, architecture, and traditions. Mexican Catholicism is vibrant, colorful, and deeply emotional. The Church plays an important role in social and political issues. Mexico's cultural and demographic strength makes it one of the most influential Catholic nations. Its impact is felt not just regionally, but globally. Number 1. Brazil. Brazil takes the number 1 spot as the most influential Catholic nation in 2026. It has the largest Catholic population in the world, with over 120 million believers. Catholicism has been deeply rooted in Brazil since the 16th century, shaping its culture and identity. The country's size and population give it enormous influence within the global church. Brazil's religious festivals, traditions, and practices are among the most vibrant in the world. The church plays a major role in social services, education, and community life. Despite recent shifts in religious demographics, Catholicism remains dominant. Brazil also represents the growing importance of Latin America in global Catholicism. Its influence extends beyond religion into culture, music, and global identity. The country continues to shape the future direction of the church. With its massive population and cultural impact, Brazil stands at the center of Catholic influence worldwide. That's why it ranks as the most influential Catholic nation in 2026. So there you have it, the 10 most influential Catholic nations shaping the faith in 2026. From the historic streets of Italy to the vibrant communities of Brazil and the Philippines, Catholicism is more global and dynamic than ever before. Which country surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more powerful global rankings. And remember, the story of faith is still being written.